Hey crew, Alison here, and we've got a 10-minute stretch and mobility. Focusing a little bit on your hips, your hamstrings, your shoulders and your back. We want to make sure you're feeling loose and relaxed for whatever the day may bring for you. So let's start seated, and I want you to find your hands back behind you and your legs out in front. Go ahead and just kind of start windshield wipering the knees side to side. Adjusting, of course, the distance between your feet to what feels better for you. Maybe a little wider allows you more range of motion as you do this. And just kind of noticing how your back feels here, how your hips feel here. Do you get a little release? Does it feel tough to get through? Let's give it one or two more. And then I want you to stay over on one side and just kind of kick a leg back behind you and set this one in front of you so that you can do your best to sit right on top of both hips. We're gonna sit up really tall and then exhale and try to walk your body forward over this leg. Now, the more over your foot you are, the deeper you're gonna feel the stretch in your hip and in your glutes, maybe in your back. If it's too intense, walk yourself a little bit more over the knee, over the shin. But also just move to see what feels right for you. It's gonna feel a little different for everybody in different places. And as we hang out here, take just a couple deep breaths to lower you down. One more time, really leaning into that exhale. And then go ahead and come back up and just kind of chill. Let that arm come back behind you. Now your back leg, I want you just to open and close it. So bring that knee up, and then back down, up and down. I like to call this flossing the hip. Just kind of is working into all those little muscles, tendons into the hip, that joint, getting it extra loose. Good, just give it a couple more of these. And then we're gonna switch sides. So bring your other leg in front, just kind of swap them over. Again, sit up nice and tall so that you can hopefully get both glutes down on the ground. And then take an inhale, exhale, fold over your legs again. Just like last time, the more over the foot you are, the more intense this stretch may be. And then work on your exhales. Use exhales to your advantage. You got about 2 more breaths here. Exhale a little bit closer. Good, and then work your way back up. Let that hand come back behind you again, and let's floss this other side. So lift and lower. Your hand might want to be on your hip, on your other leg, just wherever it's out of the way. Open and close, open and close. Good. Now your hips and your glutes are hopefully finding a nice release from both of these. So let's work into those legs a little bit more. This time, let the knees come up. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Maybe give them a little bit of a shake. Wiggle out your toes while you're here, and then flex those toes up to the sky. Inhale, arms up and overhead, and then fold forward over the legs. Take a moment here just to feel it out. Don't care how far you reach down your legs, but I do want you to keep your feet flexed to activate the back sides of your legs, assist in that stretch. And then as you fold, you also might feel this in your low back. And then roll your body up. Let's do it again. If you need to relax your ankles for a moment, then flex them. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Sweep back to the hips. Let's do about 3 of these. Inhale up, exhale, fold forward, moving through the stretch. Come back up, 2, fold. Let's go 1 more. All the way up, and on this one, hold it down for a few breaths here. Again, grabbing anywhere along those legs. Wherever you grab, I want you to focus on drawing the elbows down to the mat. And then again, exhaling. Our exhales let our body relax. Usually they release a little bit of tension and help us into the stretch a little bit deeper. Good, 1 more deep breath. Relax your neck. And then roll yourself all the way back up, shoulders back, hands come back behind you. This is a personal favorite here. I have a very tight back. I need to open up my chest more. We can blame baby Mila for that. So feet down, hands on the mat, squeeze your glutes and lift the hips up. You're gonna feel the chest open up here, kind of in the shoulders and down through the biceps. If you can hold this for a breath, do. And then set down, maybe readjust if you need a little bit more space, widen your hands or readjust the direction your fingers are pointed in. And then let's move through this a few times before we hold again. So when you're ready, press through the feet and the hands, squeeze your glutes, exhale, press up, and come back down. Do it again, press up. Good, do it again, press up. This time holding up, thinking about eyes looking straight up as if maybe there's a tennis ball between your chin and your chest. And then slowly lower back down. Whew, and then come on over to your stomach. So coming down onto your stomach, you can plant one hand on top of the other just to kind of rest your chin on or rest your head on. But I just want you to kick your glutes. Kick your glutes and your feet might pitter patter on the ground here. Good. And then keep one up. Reach back for it, grab onto it, and give your hand a kick with your foot. Kind of kick into it, create resistance. Feel how your hip presses down into the ground. Now, if you have a hard time grabbing your foot, feel free to pause the video, go find a hand towel or something that you can toss around your ankle and then grab onto for a little bit of an extension. Good, drop that down and then head to the other side. Boom. Grab that foot, kick the foot into the hand. Same thing here, you're creating tension against, hand against foot. Hip is pressing into the ground. Getting a nice long stretch out of the quad. Hold it here. Good, and relax, perfect. Bring those hands a little bit out in front of you. Elbows are gonna be in line with those wrists, and you're just pressing up. This is called Sphinx pose. So I want your eyes to look up. This is a good stretch for the core. You might feel some compression in your low back. Make sure it feels good. If it doesn't, come down. Stay here. And then let the elbows go out wide just to relax down. Now, if you're comfortable with that, stay with Sphinx pose. If you'd like to go a little bit higher, go ahead and bring one hand underneath and then the other, and we're gonna press straight up, lifting through the chest again. My quads are still on the ground here. This again is gonna be a lot of pressure on your low back. Make sure you feel okay with it. Squeeze your glutes a little bit and then lower all the way down. Good, I want you to pull yourself back into a quick child's pose. Think hips to heels, get a little compression into those hips. Reach long through the fingertips. Take a deep breath. Let it out. One more time. Good, and then pull yourself forward, curl the toes under, and make your way into a down dog. Take a few petals of the heels while you're here, and then hold the right heel down. Feel a stretch down through the calf. Think about pressing the chest towards the shin, and then switch. Other heel down to the ground, press it down. Good, and then come back, lift both heels really, really high, press the heels down into the ground one last time, and then walk your way up to your hands, find your way into a fold. And then roll up one vertebrae at a time, all the way up. Good, inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, let them fall. We're not quite done, I just wanted to get you standing. Inhale. Good. Exhale to one side, reach over. Good. Inhale. Exhale to the other side. Good. Inhale. Exhale, fold all the way down. Find your way back into a fold here. Let your head hang and maybe pedal out your heels. Your hands can rest anywhere along the legs, the ankles, the ground, wherever you feel supported. And then if you can, shake your head no, shake your head yes. And then bend through the knees to come down. We're gonna come down on to the ground. I'm gonna turn so you can see my feet just a little bit better. I want you to actually curl your toes under. We won't be here long. Curl your toes under, sit back onto the heels, stretch out the bottoms of your feet. Now, this might be a lot already. At any point, if it's too much, go back to the tops of your feet. If you can, stay here for a moment with me and go ahead and reach the arms up overhead. And then let the hands come back behind you. Reach the hands kind of for your low back, like you're gonna put them in your pockets. And then lift your chest up, arch your back slightly. Good. And then come back to neutral. One more time. Come back down to neutral. Good, and then those feet go, maybe a little pitter patter is in order. Let your hips come to one side. Bring your feet together, find your way into butterfly. Sit up nice and tall. Sit up nice and tall to finish this out. Big inhale, big exhale. And you made it. I hope you're feeling loose and relaxed and ready to take on the rest of your day. I'll see you guys on the next one.